social media changed your views or influenced them in both a good and bad way?
Change views on like what?
Just in general.
Anything. Like if you thought of something, but then you went to social media and you looked at it, and then afterwards you were like, oh wait, like it changed completely what you were thinking of. It could either be in a good way or in a bad way.
The Gypsy Rose case, because that just doesn't sit right with me. Okay, she was convicted of a murder for her mom, right? And like we all watched the show, we all heard about what was happening, and we all felt bad for this girl. We're like, release her, release her, release her. We think she's innocent.
That's right, yeah.
Everyone switched up the second she
She
was
got out.
released because of how she was portraying herself on social media and how she was sort of like living this life in like the spotlight. And I feel like that sort of changed my view on her case, because it was like you could see how she was as a person, and she was kind of using that to her advantage with like trying to get ahead in life and trying to like use what happened to her as a means for like fame, or like she was just
Trying to use her own personal experiences to get money.
yes.
Yeah, but like, did it in a bad.
Did
Wrong
she
intention.
force people to scream and
True,
release
no.
me? She didn't tell y'all to release me from prison. She just, y'all gave her spotlight and she's making her money.
No, I'm not saying it was her. I'm saying the social
Social
media
media, yeah.
switched
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
up the second she got released and started posting.
Which
on
happens
social
a
media.
lot.
Yeah, it's because they're jealous.
I've
of
seen
you.
that a lot in social media. Like somebody, it could be a random person. They talk about something, and then everybody switches up. Like somebody gets a little bit of fame, and then everybody completely starts switching up on that person for absolutely no reason sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I feel like a lot of people just see something. Not saying about this now, but like see something about someone, immediately everybody believes it, and then everybody starts switching up on somebody.
Yeah.
Which, like, yeah, social media does influence a lot.
Yeah.
I try not to let it. I mean, no, yeah, I don't think I'm trying to think of like any social media. I mean, you know, I mean, I guess you too, but no, it's just it doesn't really affect how I like social. The thing I see, the things I see online doesn't really affect how I see. It could like give me more information for me to like determine how I feel about it, but it's not like just because I see it on social media, I like it makes me think a certain type of way.
Yeah, I mean, it's like with the election, how it was like all over social media, TikTok mainly. And it's like talking about one side of the party, but it's still not gonna, like, I have my own beliefs. I have my own opinions about certain stuff in general. So it doesn't like easily affect me, I guess, to change my point of view because of social media.
I feel like it depends, yeah, there's like either something really big or even something so small as like a skincare product or something, or like a specific song, like just little things. Social media can like influence you and make you change like the way you think about something specifically.
Yeah.
But I feel like if it's something you're truly like believing in, it won't change.
Or like something you actually know, like facts about. It's
Like
not
you're
gonna
educated
change.
on. If it's something like really big, like how you said, like the
Mhm.
election. Like if it's something like that, it won't like, change your views as much, I guess.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Any final thoughts on just in general impact,
I
influence,
just find it
growing
crazy.
up?
I find it crazy how this generation has this new lingo that we don't even understand.
Oh, yeah.
anymore.
Social media affects language.
Oh yeah, it really
Affects
does.
the
Like the slang that like kids use now, the slang that we used, it really does influence. Because one person says something, it goes really viral, and now everybody's saying it.
Yeah.
Like
I
literally
would-
everyone is saying it.
added to the
And that is-
Webster dictionary.
Yeah, like yeah, sometimes it literally makes it into the dictionary. Like that's crazy. How one person says one single word, it becomes so big, trending, everybody's saying it. Like that's how big social media can influence. Like that's how big it can get.
Yesterday I went to a store, Pop Shelf,
Oh,
and I saw, do you know how they sell like little figures, like the little bags of little figures?
Mm.
it said Skibidi Toilet action figures, and I was like, what? What even is that?
That's crazy.
I had this kid that would constantly, I didn't want to say anything to her. I was just like hyping her up because like she's a kid. She doesn't know what she's saying, and she was playing a game, and she was just like, "What the Sigma? What the? Oh my Skibidi! Oh my Skibidi! What? That is so Sigma!" And I'm like, "Oh, I have to hold myself." What are you saying?
I just think it's crazy how like out of nowhere it just started going viral. All of that. And us older now are like, what does that mean?
Yeah, that's probably how people back then felt with us and the words we would say.
But I
But I feel like ours,
the
like,
words
slang wasn't as
were
bad.
different.
Like, it's a shift.
Like our words were words.
Yeah, like I guess what are words, like slang words that we would say? Like I'm really
Sus.
Sus, yeah, but that like makes sense. Sus, suspicious,
Cat. Oh no, cat.
cap. True, but that's not as bad as skibbity.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, I'm trying to think like middle school, like back words, like during Vine days. Oh, we didn't talk about Vine is a big social media.
Oh,
We didn't talk about Vine.
oh yeah,
Vine
people
was-
don't know what Vine is
Vine was
now.
a big social media.
That was like the jump start for like TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah, that was like the big like
Musically.
making skits and everything. That was a big social
Y'all remember?
media.
You ever have Dumb Smash?
Dub Smash?
Or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It was like TikTok, I guess. You would make like dance
no,
videos.
actually, yeah, it was like Musical.ly,
It was like music. Oh,
Okay.
Musical.ly was another one.
Uh-huh.
Kids nowadays won't. No, none of that. Vine, Musical.ly, those
For
were
sure.
the good days.
Vine was the OG memes.
Like those social medias, I feel like those were all good. Like it was all fun. I feel like back then social media was more fun and like entertaining, and it wasn't about like a competition or like people judging each other. I feel like it was just a feel good, having fun, looking at things, laughing.
Yeah.
But now it's like everyone's just trying to compete with each other. Who has the most likes? Who has the most followers? Which is very sad.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like in real life, you don't. That's not how
And,
it
like,
works.
Kids talking about yacht, like they look at teachers and they're like,
That's
yeah, it's really bad.
Very. I've seen. Yeah. No, I feel like we grew up in a, what's the word? Like the social media that we grew up in is not as bad as the social media that is now. And we're old enough to see all that. And we're at the age where I guess social media doesn't affect us as much anymore. Because we're getting older, but the kids now growing up in this social media, it affects them way more than it ever did to us.
And I don't even know the stuff that they're saying.
Exactly.
Like,
It's
I-
like you're so young, you don't even know what.
Yeah, I had this kid come up to me and he'd be like, "You're the Phantom Tax. You're Phantom Tax," and I'm like, "You don't even know what that means."
means.
I was like, "You know what Phantom Tax is?" And he was like, "No, but I don't have to." And I'm like, "Okay."
It's like they're just saying things that they don't understand, and that's what
Yeah,
like
because of the
even
trend.
like bad words or like they see things, and it's like you're saying you don't understand what you're saying. You're gonna get in trouble, and
Yeah.
they don't realize it, and a lot of parents don't stop it either because they also don't know.
Yeah.
Final thoughts.
I think that was my final thought.
Okay, well, thank you for watching us talk a lot about just social media and how it's affected all of us growing up, getting it at a young age, and how it's affected the generation, like our generation and the generation after us, and how big social media is and just will become. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.